Hey everyone, hello, darling. Thank you so much for coming in. I just hit the button by accident. I was trying to wait for my sister to get finished because she was fired up over there. Well, what can I say? Episode number 4. You ladies were fired up. Thank you everyone for coming into the room. Thank you to my precious Renita, Abundant Life, for that fire scope. Thank you to D. Bell, the nurse practitioner, who is always giving us that great information on how we can be better, do better, feel better as people through integrated health and wellness. Thank you to UK Sarah, who is coming out of the box over in the United Kingdom, sharing how we can have better mental health through positive thinking and quality living and eating and sharing and meditation and all of the amazing things. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your commitment to excellence and empowering your communities with the excellence of the main idea, the evidence to follow, the adding of value through the process of association, and leading to something special so that your communities can thrive from that which you understand. I am Dr. Eve Angel Savage. I am your evidence-based mobile social support coach, and God would have it no other way. To God be the glory. I just want to touch a bit on the subject that Abundant Life was sharing, and how I thank her so much for the word that she brought today on resilience and strength, and how I had to, and many of us have to have that grit that pushes us forward, that helps us to break down the societal norms that are driven by people, places, and things, right? Those things, those ceilings that sometimes we create for ourselves, and sometimes those ceilings that other people create for us. Because, hello, I thank you so much for being here. Because there is such a glass ceiling, we have to remove the barriers of those glass ceilings through the grit and perseverance that we must have, whether it's through our natural gifts and talents that God has born to us, whether it's through our education. No matter what it is in life that you have endured, there is an ability on the inside of each of us to remove the glass ceiling. And that's our job here today. I'm here to talk a little bit to you about our topic today, about creating that new thing in our lives. There's always that opportunity for new seasons, right? And this is a new season for all of us. A new season of empowerment. A new season where we get to bring our wealth, whether that is your talent and your gifts or your education, whatever it is, you have it born on the inside of you. So for those of you who are with me today, I just want to share a little bit about the empowering through communities, which is what we're doing right here over at the I Am the Evidence Coaching and Facebook, and why it's so important. There was, in fact, an article that I pulled today by Michelle Williams, and I've been teaching my constituents and cohorts for a minute about why community is so important. Each of us have a unique set of talents, but there are some things that are important if we're going to build our lives. We have to build, know, like, and trust. And here is the evidence that supports that. Michelle brings an article talking about in whom we trust. Community building, in whom we trust, shares a lot about the reliability of the people that we connect to, right? And how important that is. The social groups that we connect to, how do they influence our behavior and the things that we do in our growth throughout life? The social interaction within those groups. How do we expound upon the interaction that we develop in those communities? What is that organizational behavior like, right? A group is no more, because it is your community. It is your business. It is the thing that you do. It is the platform from which you teach, the place where you develop your products, and where you share valuable information with people. Because that is the truth, we have to understand that the organizational behavior of those communities are critical. Think about teams in a workplace, right? Teams in a workplace. We are all working to be better than we were the day before. Because of that, to be better than we were today before. Because of that, we must begin to develop the interpersonal relationships that are critical for us to empower those who God has us assigned, right? So let's talk about trust. Groups provide trust between members. Groups provide trust between members. And it does that when you have a leader who truly cares about the growth of the people within that community. So if you are within a group, it is critical that you interact, that you assure that you are there, you're in the right community for the right reason, for the right time, for the right season, with the right people to do the right thing to propel you forward. Break down the glass ceilings. Interdependent relationships develop between or move cooperative, autonomous participants to their next level, right? Let me say that again. Interdependent relationships develop between those two or more cooperative, autonomous participants. So two or more begins to develop a group pattern, right? So what do? They grow with each other, interact with each other, whether it's people, whether it's groups, whether it's organizations, communities, states, all influence each other into an interpersonal twist. And there are three fundamental areas of importance. Those areas of importance include cognitive interdependence, we'll go over that in a minute, motivational interdependence, and behavioral interdependence. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Dr. Eve. I am your evidence-based mobile social support coach. What that simply means is that I help the service professional to develop and integrate research into their business practices and or systems of care so that we operate from a place of authority. Cognitive interdependence simply means it is a commitment to a close relationship. It is very important in your respective groups that you are developing those important commitments to a close relationship. It's not just a relationship that's here today and gone tomorrow. In order to empower people, we must be committed to the relationship of helping those individuals to grow. The next is motivational interdependence, a place where you all have shared the common goals. A place where you share common goals. What is the common goal of our group? The common goal of our group is to assure that we operate from a place of authority with a phrase that sustains, "What does the evidence say?" It is the thing that's going to empower our people. When we know that the research supports what it is, our positions, it's not something that we're making up. It's based on theory upon theory upon theory. It's based off facts, figures, studies, rigorous processes, and all of those wonderful things that help to support the things that we know and love, right? Thank you so much, sweetheart. And the perception that working together is better than working alone. The perception that working together is better than working alone. Evident by what we're doing here today on this Meal Masters Perry Train. Our goal in our community is not to grow I Am the Evidence coaching, but to grow each and every one of us. Empower our communities collectively, right? That is the place of which motivational interdependence truly operates, where we all win-win, where we all synergize, where we all oh, so many things I can say about this topic when I think of Stephen Covey's 7 principles of highly effective leaders, right? All of the amazing, being proactive in the way that we look at the world, being proactive in our businesses, being proactive in how we help other people, right? Because we operate from a place of studying, of a place of looking at the evidence to bring information that is accurate and sound, right? The next is the success of the group depends on all of its members. I know you guys have heard this often. You know, you ever heard of that song where it says the eye is connected to the and the hand is connected, the hand is connected to the arm bone, the wrist bone, etc., etc. Well, that thing holds true, right? That thing really does hold true. Members of a body make the body work, right? So success of the group depends on all of its members. The third and the final stage is behavioral interdependence. It is the mutual impact that we have on each other as our lives and daily activities intertwine. Ultimately, that is the goal. The mutual impact that we have on each other as our lives and daily activities intertwine. So every day we're in our amazing group and we're sharing with each other, whether out front, in the back, in a small group, in a small space, no matter what, we're touching base with each other every single day. What can I do for my sister? What can I do for my brother? How can I help you remove the barrier? What can I do to help you get motivated? How can I help you to create or be the best version of yourself? Group settings allow you to help break down the barriers. We can do nothing alone, right? We can do nothing alone, but together we are better. To God be the glory on today, you guys. This ends, my name is Dr. Eve Angel Savage. This ends episode number 4 of the Meal Masters Perry Train. Main idea, always present with the main idea, the evidence to support your position, add some value by the process of association with other people's lives, and lead to the call of action. If you would like to be a part of the amazing things that we are doing, please join us over at I Am the Evidence Coaching, where we are putting it up and shaking it down, where we are adding value to the lives of the people that we care about. We care about you, but we will not do it from a place of a selfish space. We will do it with those things that the scholar says. Why? Because they came before us. Nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new. And over here in our spaces, we create, and manifest through the lives of the people that we care for. Thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you to Sarah in the UK. I'm so proud of you. She pushed a button at least 8 times this week. At least 8 times this week, right? Renita, thank you for coming out, girl. Thank you for coming out. Regardless, she said spontaneity. She said she was going to come out next week. And then she said, no, I'm coming out this week. She's coming out the gates. Great job to my sister. Abundant Life, thank you for always bringing that strong, positive word. And as always, to my sister D. Bell, the nurse practitioner, thank you for always making application work. Thank you for showing us how to intertwine that magic of what it is that we do and love into a place of calling people to appropriate action. Thank you so much, everybody. This is Dr. Eve. We're wrapping up episode number 4 on the Meal Masters Perry Train. Thank you, and God bless you all. We'll see you again next week at 5 o'clock right here on Periscope TV. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining.